As a DM, you should not be fudging your dice rolls 90% of the time. Now, sometimes it's worth fudging the dice roll for, but I think that 90% of the time your dice tell a story, and allowing the story to develop and change based on how the dice are rolling makes for a far better story than simply pulling on the strings of fate every once in a while and making the story happen the way that you want. Now, I personally have two exceptions to this. The first,
Everybody gets one.
and what I mean by that is that if your character's death is not narratively satisfying in that moment, you get one. And I will pull the threads of fate to make it so that you don't die immediately. Because I want the character's death to be narratively satisfying, and that just kind of sucks if it's just like on a random place on a random Tuesday in June that you die. That's not a fun way to go out. Sometimes that's narratively satisfying, but I think a lot of the time it's just not. So everybody gets one, and I'll fudge a dice roll then. The second is that sometimes, damn it, my monsters have really cool abilities and they're not recharging, and I want to use them again. So I'll fudge the recharge roll at that. But other than that, your players and your dice are telling the story cooperatively, and that just makes for a better overall story in general. So don't fudge your dice rolls.